Audio check. Audio check. Just getting started here. If you're just joining, you can chill, you know what I'm saying? Where's the camera? I got multiple. Oh, right there, yeah. Trying to figure this out. I haven't used OBS in a long, long time. If you're just joining, you chill, you know what I'm saying? Where's the camera? I got BRB, BRB. Yeah, I use them for rockfish and striped bass, halibut. Here's some things I made yesterday. Let's see, I'll take some of this stuff out. These ones are the blunt smoke edition here. Sorry, I don't know. I'm using a GoPro. It seems like it's getting a little chopped out. You're probably getting feedback too. Hold on. The thing to the right with the gauge, oh, that's a vacuum chamber. When you melt the plastics, there's like moisture and bubbles inside, like when you're mixing it and just even without mixing it naturally. So you gotta put them in the vacuum chamber for till it goes to like, what is it? To like -30, I don't even know, pressure, -30 pressure, I don't know. I just know how to do it, but it basically, right here, basically just sucks it all up and sucks all the air, all the bubbles start coming out of here. I'll show you guys in a bit if you're still in here. And it makes a really clean pour. If you don't, then you gotta release it because this thing is actually, they just vacuum shut. You can't even open it right now until the air comes out. But yeah, if you don't do that, you'll get little bubbles and holes and stuff, and you'll see like little bubbles inside. It doesn't really affect the bait too much. It's just kind of a quality thing, and like the backs of the tails really get it because you know in these molds, like it's so thin, like right here, this little area. Sorry, it gets a little chopped out. I have to like slow down. Trying to find the best way. This little slot there, if there's a little bubble in there, it's probably not going to get out, and it's just going to dry, and then when you pull the thing out, it'll have little holes. I'm trying to find one. Like here's one. I don't know if you can see it. Where is it? Like right here. There's a little hole. You can see it. It's kind of bad quality streaming to YouTube. But you can see it on there, I guess. Basically, just a bubble came up and popped while it was drying, and that's what happens to that. Doesn't really affect it, but I'm not gonna sell people baits that have like holes and shit in them. For rockfish, I mean, it all depends. It depends on the current. It depends on how fast the current is, how big the tide is moving, which is going to determine how fast the currents are moving, how windy it is. Basically, I want, when I'm in the ocean, I like a, what do I like? Usually like a half ounce or a 3/8 ounce maybe. Jig head, I'll move up to an ounce if it's really like windy or really choppy. But basically what I want is I want to be able to have the bait enough weight so the lure or so the swim bait can fall to the bottom, but I also have control of it so I can pop it around and like jig it in the water. If it's too heavy, it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be popping up and down like this. I like to be able to smack it around left and right and whatever, but it still has to be able to drop all the way to the bottom. So I like that kind of perfect. I like to be able to reel at the top if I want to, right below the surface, but also reel right above the bottom. So basically that's all I'm looking for when I'm choosing my jig head weight. Usually it's like in the bay, it's 1/4 ounce, but in the ocean it's 3/8 ounce to a half ounce, sometimes even an ounce. The whole process, yeah, dude. I'm just starting. I got orders to fulfill. Fucking the shit, dude. It takes how long, depending on how many molds you have. These ones here, these are all for people that bought the other day. These are the blunt smoke swim baits. These are my signature ghost plugs here. These ones are dope. These are my favorite. I don't know. It's kind of hard. I wish you guys can see the actual. Let's see if I can get a good angle here. Kind of, but this doesn't do any justice at all. What about this camera? Turn this on. This camera's shit. This camera's like 10 years old. And this GoPro's acting weird too, but let me see. It just, they're my holographic baits. I'm trying to get a good angle. But it's like yellow, green, blue, pink. It's really hard to see on the video. But also with that blue sparkle in there, you can kind of see it on the camera. But in real life, this looks like electric. Like as you turn it, it's like sparking little blue things. It's such a cool little bait. That's a ghost plug. You can see it if you go to my website and look at a video. There's a really good video of it. It's like space candy, bro. I guess that looks pretty cool on the stream. I got my stream on my other monitor here. But it does no justice. If you want to really look at it, go to the website, thebayareaplug.com, and just click on the video. They're crazy, dude. I really wanted to name it. I already branded it the Ghost Plug, but I really think it should be called like Cosmic Gold or Solar Candy or something. But Ghost Plug it is. Look at these. Man, it's really hard to see. What if I do this? Then you just kind of get the glare of whatever. You guys can check it out if you want. But I also have a video on my YouTube page of catching these things. What's up with that baseball game? Did the Dodgers lose or what? I just got these ones in here. These are blunt smoke colors also. This is a new mold I got. I was trying to find a mold that replicated like my favorite swim bait, which is the Berkeley Power Bait Ripple Shad. So I got this and here it is. Got little eyes for them. These I'm trying to figure out how to get these eyes to stay on. I think I bought cheaper eyes from Amazon for this. And maybe it's because I put worm oil on it, but they don't stay on good, so I'm going to have to put them on and do the technique where you heat up this plastic clear, you leave it clear, you can put glitter like that. See, look, that's that blue shit that's inside those ones. It pops like crazy. But then you just dip them in, and it locks in the eyes there on that swim bait. But I haven't thrown these yet. I'm pretty sure they're going to do pretty good because this tail is just like real jiggly. It just like jiggles by itself, really. Nice and ribbed. YouTube, bro. just like you're gonna learn if you watch this. It's pretty easy once you get all the gear. I mean, it's not that hard. It's just costed a little bit to buy all the gear. Vacuum chamber, heat gun so you can check the temperature of these plastics because that's important. Because if you heat it up too much, it burns. You need a dedicated microwave, which I have below this workbench here. Vacuum chamber, a griddle to keep these things hot. But here, I'm gonna go ahead and start with this. I think I'm gonna use this up to make a skin. The way I do these though is different than most people do it. Most people just mix in glitters and stuff inside the plastic. But me, I use a technique, especially for these ghost plugs. Like, here's some of them. This is a clear one I made. This one's called the Ancient Alien. Usually it has a little more here. Look. These are the Ancient Aliens here. Oh, forgot this fucking griddle's turning on, dude. It's the Ancient Alien, bro. This thing's fucking dope, dude. And I love that name, Ancient Alien. If you ain't down with Ancient Aliens, I don't know what to say to you, bro. But the holographics for these ones, this is another one, Ancient Alien, I made with the holographic bloodline. I don't know if you can see it. It goes right down the middle. There's like a little pink. It's hard to see on here. But when you're outside, these things flash like crazy. They swim and wobble and swim. And when you pop it, they go sideways and go like this. And it catches the sun and you can just see it. Like I've had these ghost plugs like straight up glaring kind of in your eyes. It's so bright. You can check out the video of me catching with them. But let's get this warmed up. I got a lot of orders to get through here. You can buy them right now, Cartel. They're on the BayAreaPlug.com. They're actually pretty cheap, but I started really cheap with them. I'm slowly raising the prices because just the cost of labor. I work full time. This is just, something to do on the side, and it takes so long to make these. You'll see. But just the cost of how much time it takes for me to do it. I can't do it for too cheap until I get like a ton of molds to where I can heat up a huge batch and just knock them out. Heat this up real quick. But yeah, right now shipping, if you go to the BayAreaPlug.com, anything over $25 is free shipping. So if you do hit that $25 threshold and don't have to pay for shipping, it's way worth it. Because these are good quality swim baits. Just as good, some even way better than you can find in the store. Like I can never find these holographic ones. Like they just don't make them because the technique is like, you would need like a crazy AI machine to make that because it's, I don't know, you gotta pour the skin, then you gotta paint this holographic glitter on the inside of the skin. Then you close it. You gotta keep it hot. There's a bunch of variables going on all the time with it. And then you gotta close the mold and then pour inside and lock the holographic in. Like literally these two will probably take me like 30 minutes if I'm not like hustling quick just to make them, because then they gotta cool down inside the mold. Pabro's Fishing. What up, dude? How you doing? Good to hear from you, Pabros. It's been a while. Hope all is well. How you doing? Did you catch any of them? It's been hella slow for me, dude. I got so tired of going out. It's just like burning me, dude. Breaking my body to keep going out every morning and getting skunked. I've been watching them jump, dude, but they're like all the way out there, like 50 yards further than I can cast. I'm like watching the stripers just flick bait out of the air and breach everywhere, and I just can't get it far enough to get on them. It's heartbreaking. So I've just been making these baits for now. I'm gonna grab something to drink really quick, and this should be hot. and then I'll get this going. Pablos, what up, dude? By the way, hit me up if you want some of these baits, dude. I'll hook you up. I know you live right around here. I've met you before. Next time we meet up, I see you at a spot, I'll have a bait for you. Alright, hold on. BRB, BRB. See that. I don't even know. Can you like turn music on live? I don't think you can, huh? Maybe I'll put on some sports or something. So it's just not so quiet in here. Alright. Got myself a ice cold pop. Alright. Just throw a little Zin in there. Where are they at? Man. I was thinking on OBS maybe I should just put like a little window somewhere on here that just plays my random videos of me catching fish, since I got so much fucking footage. I should do that, huh? Wonder if I can I'll fuck with that later. Let's just make some baits. Alright. So this is already vacuum chambered. I think I should be able to just do it. Once you vacuum chamber it once, You're usually pretty good unless you start mixing it hella or it's sitting out for too long. Um, but you'll be able to see, especially a clear one like this. So when you do this, you always want to be using this stabilizer when you're reheating it. Just a few drops for every like half cup. Because it will start to, especially if you're working with a clear or a white, pearl white or something, it's going to start to lose color and turn brown, and it's going to change the whole look of your bait. And I need this to be clear because this is the skin, where the holographics is going to be on the other side of it. So this part needs to be clear so it can see through to the holographics. And plastisol starts melting at around 330, something like that. You want to keep it in the 340 to 350 range. Anything after that will start to burn like 350, 360. Damn, Cartel, thank you, bro. We'll see if we can get to working on some of that tonight. I still got some orders to go through. But I don't have my other job till 11 a.m. tomorrow, so I should have a little bit of time. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to get these baits out to people that fish in other spots where I don't fish, because I know if I'm catching them here and this season isn't too good around here, dude, I imagine if you're like in the delta around a bunch of them, dude, they probably smack so hard with these holographic baits. It's a lot of bubbles in that because it's at the end of the batch that I made of that one. It's pretty shallow little cup of it. So when I'm stirring it, it's creating bubbles, but it's not really stirring bubbles you got to worry about. Those usually rise. It's the moisture bubbles. And you can see when you dip it in there and go like this, you can see what kind of bubbles you're working with. I might just run this one. I'm going to do it quick and then use the heat gun to get any of these bubbles to come up. I just want to get a batch going. If it doesn't come out good, I'll just... The ones that have little, whatever they're called, little accidents and stuff, they still work really good. They're just not... They have bubbles and shit. So I throw them for free in people's orders. Great. Where's my gloves? see a bubble there. I'm gonna hit it with this. Because these should all just be mixing bubbles. And those ones, when it gets hot and thin, it's just gonna rise to the top. I appreciate you, Miguel. I'll check it out in a second. So then that's good there. Now we have, let's see, I'll show you guys the skin on here. So now you see it's just a, it's really hard to see, it's so thin. But it's just a skin with that diamond blue glitter. You can't really see it yet because the glare of the aluminum is popping, but so we do that, and then I get this really expensive holographic powder. This little jar here is like 80 bucks. It's made by 8-bit molds. I start with this one, Solar Sugar. This is a 1 gram jar for like 15-20 bucks. Oh yeah, I saw Huey posted some shit on there a few weeks ago. So then we just paint this. I paint the pattern that I want of this, which is I do the bottom, the belly, Solar Sugar, and it's gonna come out like a pinkish, green, yellow, depending on which way you turn it and the light hits it. But that's gonna be like the belly, and then I go into I think it's called Joker. The top is more of like a silver color. They come out with like looking like a anchovy kind of. Painted on the wrong fucking side on that one. Whatever, that half is just gonna come out extra popping. Then I'm gonna hit it with that Joker on top. But man, if you're just doing this for yourself and not having to do it for producing it for an online store or to sell it, it's like, it's so nice. I don't ever have to buy shit anymore. And if I didn't have to do it in volume like I am trying to sell these things, you don't even need to spend that much time. Like, I can make these two, and as long as I don't lose them, they last forever. I caught 3 fish on one and it was still fine. 3 striped bass. And I just wish I was doing this during the halibut season when it was really popping. Because these things, popping them off the ground, if you guys ever haven't seen the video already, you can see how it swims. It's pretty freaking gnarly, dude. The way the tail kicks and the body rolls on this thing, and then paired up with the right jig head, if you're popping it off the ground, when you pop it, like I said, it goes sideways, and this skin that I'm making right now catches the sun and reflects like crazy. So I can just imagine any kind of halibut you get it in front of, it's just gonna immediately snap at this thing. And I do have that one called the Halibut Hustler. So look at that. If you guys haven't seen that, that one's wild. I'm gonna make I gotta make 8 of those for an order, or for a couple orders, maybe even more now. Shit. That one has like a chartreuse tail and like a holographic green side. Alright, so that's that. Then we gotta close this up. And unfortunately, I don't think this is gonna be enough to remelt. So I'm gonna have to add, what do I wanna do? I'm gonna take this out. I'm gonna put this in here and turn this into a pearl white. And I'm gonna make some fresh clear coat. So this is the plastisol. You gotta shake it up really good. So this stuff, it looks like milk. This is the plastic, but once it heats up to over 300 degrees, it starts turning solidifying and turning into that Swimbait stuff that we all know. What they call a soft plastic. You get all this gas mass action I got going, and then I'm here just drinking this shit that's probably soaking up all these things. Yeah, I hope next year will be better, because I honestly usually like fall better than spring. But this year, fall, like, I love fall because it's overcast. I can use my topwater lures in the morning, and usually the fish are all pretty big. But this year, it's fall. Spring was alright, not the best, not bad either. But fall is usually way better. So we're gonna heat this new batch up. We're gonna make some more clear stuff because not only do I need the skin to be clear, I do the belly half clear because this holographic stuff is virtually it's invisible. The only thing you're really seeing is your reflection. So it's not really, it's see-through, but it doesn't look see-through. And when you put a clear coat behind that, it really pops that reflection. So I do the belly clear and then I switch up to a pearl white and I do the top pearl white and the tail. Man, I cooked that, dude. Fuck. You know what? This is gonna have to be the pearl white, because look how yellow that turned. I was not paying attention there. Fucking A, dude. That's no bueno. We're gonna make this to a pearl white. That's so bad, dude. How did that get so hot? I almost want to just put this to the side and do another one. It's crazy how fast that turned yellow. Unless I lost track of time. Trying to think of what I want to do with this now, because I don't want to. Trying to think if I should do a multicolor or just turn this into something else. What would go good with this? It's kind of fucking piss yellow. This yellow with like a, I don't even know, clear bottom, or a, I'm going to change course with this one. I'm going to do an injection mold, a two-tone color bait. I'll do like a blunt smoke, and I'll just throw it in people's bags as extra shit, and we'll finish these other ones up in a second. So this is what you can do with your extra colors, especially if you don't have to worry about them getting yellow, like this brown stuff. You can just remelt it. add some of that diamond or that sparkle blue in here. Then I'll throw some of this shrimp scent inside the plastic here. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna have to go out to the jetty and try these swim baits on the jetty and crab snare at the same time. I'm stoked. Yeah, I mean it happens. It's happened to us plenty of times around here with the season getting pushed back. So we're gonna vacuum chamber all this. We'll let that go. It takes like a minute or so for it to really get all the bubbles out. You don't want to cut it early because then you're cheating and you'll pay for it. You'll end up getting some bubble you don't see. You'll open your swim baits and there'll be a hole in it. And while that's going, I'm gonna heat up this skillet here. Heat up my dual injection thing. that's happening in there, you can see it. It looks like it's boiling. All the bubbles come up, and once it all gets to the top, it literally looks like it's at a really strong boil. And then right when you start releasing the air, all that boiling stops, and all the bubbles start disappearing. Yeah, you know what? I was thinking earlier of an idea, and I don't care. I'll tell anybody this. People want to put in the work to take it, go ahead. But clickbaits, dude. Fucking little light, little LED light with a button on it, and embed it somehow waterproof, and embed it inside the mold, and then so you can just squeeze a little soft plastic and click the light on. That'd be crazy, huh? So now those bubbles should be out. We just gotta heat this up real quick one more time, and then I'm gonna inject it. So while this is heating up, I'm gonna get this ready. Yeah, just the process of getting those bubbles out is so annoying. But once you get a clean batch going, you can keep reheating it, and just being very careful with stirring it. Stir it nice and slow. But the process of getting your first batch going it takes so long before you can really get pumping stuff out. All right, here we go. I mean, it's not. I'm pulling it out before it gets to -30. I should wait like 5 minutes. I cut it a little early. I go based off of what it looks like. Sometimes I do still pop up with bubbles. Um, I don't know. I should wait longer, but it just takes so long to get to that -30. Yeah, I want to go. Butter knives are just easy, but I want to go get like a palette knife or something, an actual mixer. I just remembered these. I need to turn into something else anyway. Oh, so I know what I'm gonna do with those now. I actually have some orders for. Yeah, four 4 of these Milky Way baits. So I'm gonna make these into Milky Way baits. And these are gonna be mint chocolate chip. Damn, that threw me off. One is from Epic, or some are from Epic, some are from AI Angling, and some of them are from Do It Molds. now this isn't hot enough. Yeah, these have skins already. It's just really hard to see on the camera. The mint chips traditionally don't have skins. I can put skins on anything. Certain colors look better than others with the skins. The mint chip, the ones I made. Here, hold on. I'll show you in one sec. These are the mint chips I made the other day, yesterday. It's really hard to see the glitter on this camera. These ones here are going to be Tide Assassins, aka Milky Ways. Yeah, a lot of them come with the hollow skins. The hollow skins go on this Tide Assassin. I have the Ancient Alien. This is a normal. Oh look, I'm getting black fucking ink on my baits. This is an Ancient Alien normal. And then this is one with the a holographic bloodline. You can see that shine on the camera. It's red, but it's hard to see on here. But when you pop these things in the water, that light goes crazy. Now I'm going to open up this first batch that we made. Looks like the mold was a little too hot and it got sticky. I don't know if you can see this, but this is what happens when it gets too hot in the mold. You can see there's like a little mohawk on here that leaks through the crack. I mean, it's an easy fix. You can just rub your finger and get it all off, but it's really annoying. That's what happens when you heat the molds up too hot or the plastisol is too hot. Maybe I didn't have the thing screwed on tight enough, but it doesn't ruin the bait. It just causes me to take a little extra time to clean it up. And sometimes it gets really hard to open that mold. There's times where I have to reheat it because it starts sticking together because it got too hot. But then we cut these off. Then we can save these extra pieces, melt them down into something else. And you can see here why I like to call these blunt smoke. If you get it hot enough, it gets that streaky smoke kind of look. And of course this looks like a little blunt cigar on top. But that smoky, swirly. Now these ones here, they can get a little more tricky. Um, I'm still learning with this mold here. It's a little smaller, but shit. They're still 4-inch, but with these ripples, it's kind of hard to get it right. I'm trying to figure out what consistency these have to be to pour. These ones are made to order. These ones are from Fat Guys Fishing. These ones look pretty good. And you can see this is the, oh, look at that bubble right there. It's a little bubble hole right there. That's what I'm talking about. That thing got shot with the pellet gun. I can feel it. I can maybe try to dump some hot plastisol in there and fill it. But this is the kind of stuff, it'll still work. It's not the prettiest thing, but I'll throw these kind of baits in for free when people order. So a couple more bubbles here. I'm trying to figure out this mold. I think with this mold I really have to vacuum chamber it. That one's not bad, but I mean this coloring from messing up this plastisol, getting it too hot and it turned kind of yellow. This color looks pretty dope. Kind of like a blunt smoke pattern, but with like a yellowish tint to it. This one here too. I don't know if that was an issue with not heating the mold up. This one came out without anything. But I mean, they're all still good. They'll all swim the same. It's just the little imperfections of them. These ones remind me of like little French fries. Those will definitely catch some fish though. Popping these in the ocean, that'll probably get you some good like little rockfish. Maybe some perch. These tails are like really, I don't know why this GoPro but look at that. I'm not even really moving it. It's just going crazy. I still haven't thrown these yet. They feel like little, just want to eat them. Then we're gonna get this little Milky Way baits going. Tide assassins. Yo, JR, I just started doing it like a week ago, and it's going pretty well, dude. These things are pretty crazy. I'm making stuff like it's that ancient alien. JR, if you want to check out the Bay Area plug, you ain't gotta buy anything, but if you just want to like look at them, um, there's some good videos, good pictures of everything. You can see on my YouTube page a video of me catching striped bass with them. If you really just want to get a good look at them, because this camera quality is just like not good. I don't know why my GoPro, oh, there we go. You can see that holographic bloodline in there. That's the angle. That's where I gotta show you guys these baits. These are those mint chocolate chips here. And then so this part is when I utilize this little shitty box cutter. I use the metal piece on here to work my way around the excess, call it trimming the fat off this open pore mold. And then once I trim it, I go back with a heat gun and finish it off. Basically just pressing it up against the corner of this mold because it's laser cut, it's sharp. So I just pop it right off just like this. Plastic is still warm, so it comes off fairly easily. And then any kind of mess ups that happen, I just smooth it all out with the heat gun. Just take this here. Throw my mask on for this. Yeah, it was the last long format video I watched was me catching fish with these baits. So now we'll unveil the first Milky Way bait over here. Hopefully this one came out pretty good. You know what? I see some imperfections before I open this. You guys see that? Milky Way bait. That's what the holographic looks like on a black, just all black bait. I put a skin, then the holographic, clear coat skin, then holographic skin behind it, painted on, then I lock that holographic in with this just straight black with blue sparkle glitter, and wow, this is crazy. Check this out. Who would have thought that just a black bait can be so colorful? Look at this thing. Try to slow it down so this frame rate doesn't. It's really hard to see on here. See how close I can get. Will it focus? It's pretty wild. Yeah, this thing, it's so bright for what it is, just a black bait. Man, from this angle back here, if you guys can only see what this really look like, it's pretty good looking. I can see my dirty ass hands putting marks all over this shit. Let me clean my hands up really quick. Yeah, so that's that Tide Assassin, aka the Milky Way bait. Let's open this other one. These things look so good. Where did it go? Man, I wish this was in 4K. I want it to focus. I don't know how to make my GoPro focus through OBS. Yeah, Interstellar, dude. Milky Way bait, bro. Ooh, it's hot. Oh, it's fucking hot. Alright, hold on. Let's look at the other one. I need to make 4 of these, so I do need 2 more. I don't know if I'm going to do that now. Ooh, look at that. Let's leave it in the mold for now. From this angle that I'm looking at it, you guys are seeing pink. From where I'm looking at my eyeballs, I'm seeing yellow and green. That's how, like, yeah, look here. Look, see how it goes yellow and green, and then you turn, it goes red, blue, pink, white, baby blue, black on top. These things are crazy, dude. Cosmic candy. I'm gonna have to make an edition called the Cosmic Candy Edition. Cause look at this. This is cosmic candy if I've ever seen it. Look at those colors. Look how that changes. Look at that. With that sparkle blue inside, it's like electric. When you turn, they disappear, and then you catch the angle, and those little blue sparkles light up. It looks like little sparks of electricity. It really looks like some out-of-world shit. But yeah, dude, that's that Milky Way bait, aka Tide Assassin, right there. Yeah, bro, and usually, you know what? Fuck, dude. I think these are on my website with a white tail. Son of a bitch. So I'm gonna have to go back. These are cool. But I forgot to put the white tail. So these will be, I don't know, on discount on my website or something. Maybe I'll throw them in some of these packs for free. But I do showcase this for sale with the white tail. And that's what they bought. So I'm gonna have to remake some with the white tail. Yeah, that cosmic candy, bro. So, let's go back. I'm gonna do another batch. I gotta get this yellow shit out of here that we heated too long and it turned yellow. We'll save that for something, make some free baits to throw in the packages for people. Because they will work. They'll all work, especially for striped bass. If it's in front of them and they're schooling and you get something in front of them, they'll eat a lot of different stuff. So let's heat this back up again. I'm going to make some more skin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the skin, and then I'm going to use the same batch that I make the skin with. After I pour the skin, I'm just going to turn it white and then use that for the tail. I already got the black. 1/3 cup I think should be enough. From looking down here. Check my phone here. I know somebody said they made a purchase. Nice. Miguel, that's what's up. You got the Halibut Hustler 2-pack. Those are fucking awesome. Ghost Plug Pack, great deal. And that Ancient Alien 2-pack. I got you, Miguel. Oh, man. Gotta get that stabilizer in here. Get a clean knife. Should probably throw my mask on now. Yeah, juice. I was actually juiced for Halloween for like 3 years in a row until I saw that last season. I was like, fuck juice. So for that skin, I'm just gonna do a straight clear plastisol, and I'm gonna add 1/8 teaspoon of this sparkle blue. You'll see what happens to it. It's magical. This stuff is like white, but when it goes in, it turns like crazy blue. Look at that. This is that stuff that makes it like look electric. Little sparks inside the bait. When you hit different angles, it disappears, and then you hit another angle, and it pops up again and just flashes on you. It's pretty crazy stuff.
Man, this gets tiring. Wearing this fucking thing all the time, dude.